In August of 1806 in Williamstown, Massachusetts, there was what some wouldn't call a revival because it was just 5 young men, but historians have called it the Haystack Revival. 5 young men were gathered to talk about Asia. You have to realize at that time there were no Christians in India or China. Millions of people that were lost and were going to go to hell if the Bible, what it says, is true. And these young boys begin to have a burden to go. Out of it would come one of the great changes in the world. They would form a mission society about 4 years later, and in 50 years later, they would have sent 1,250 missionaries just from that one group and that one prayer meeting where they had gathered together. Amen. It began the American missionary movement, and today the world has changed because of what this is. And I want to tell you that when I was thinking about this and putting it together, literally, you can be a revivalist. You can be a walking revival. I've had several friends of mine that just simply by gaining a burden for missions, they've come. They were pastors of primarily smaller churches in America because it's a little bit drier and not do it. But they went, Coney Orozco went to Kenya, Africa. Alec Wilson went to 2 different countries, actually 3, Navajo Reservation, Malawi, and Kenya. Amen. Jan and Sue have a missions organization in Malawi, and hundreds of churches, thousands and thousands of people that have been transformed. And you know where it started? They began to pray and ask God what he wanted them to do. Amen. Jan's never gone and lived over there. Him and Sue have gone on their vacations for a couple of weeks a year and have affected whole nations. Well, if 5 men could change the world in the 1800s, why can't we today change the world too? Amen. A friend of mine, Larry Beauregard, found himself excluded from preaching mainly in the United States, so he started going to India. And I can't even tell you, thousands of pastors and people are responding as he would come. You are a walking revival if you want to be.